Hey Joshua, so I'm going to run through the process here for you. First I'm going to download all these attachments. I haven't opened them yet. So, let's see. I guess it won't let me do that, but I can do that. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is go to that downloaded file. Let's see. First I'm going to look at this hat logo, and I'm going to open it in a program called paint.net. Let's see. And so looking at it, really there's nothing I would change about that. I would pull that directly into Design Edge. Obviously these pieces out here in the center would have to be bridged, but that's easy to do over there. So let's just go ahead and show you how hard it is to pull that in. We'll do Control I for import, and we'll go back to those downloads where I have far too many files, so it takes a minute to wake up. Come on. There we go, and we'll get your hat logo. When you pull that first in, if you wanted to manually trace over a picture, which I do a lot of, you would just click this Show in Drawing. With Advanced Design, we don't need that. We can do this Convert Image to Vectors. Since it's already black and white, we don't have an option. If it were colors, we could pick and tell it that there were additional colors in the drawing, and that would give us some more options. And then down here, the image size, that's what it's going to pull in at. I mean, it's going to be vectors. When you're tracing manually, that really matters because you want to trace it at the size that you're going to cut it. This we could resize, but no, for let's say 24 inches, just to make that work. So I'll just put in 24 inches. Okay, and then we'll do next. Am I getting colors? Should be black and white. Whatever. We'll pick. That really should be black and white. Oh, what do I know? Okay, convert to standard color, black and white. I didn't know that was unchecked. There you go. Now if you had 16 colors, you could pick different colors that were your background. So obviously that needs to be checked. Black and white is what we're going to convert to. White is our background. Next, I don't ever need to change these. So there it is. There's your piece ready to do what you would with it. So we could go in here and bridge it however you want it. If you want to draw a line, maybe from this quadrant, that's not going to work. So we'll just, if we do that across, like that, and we can rotate that on the end point. We can get it just like we want it. And then we can draw a line. I'm going to do a H on the path snap, a P perpendicular snap, and that will square me up to that. Oh no, that's not going to go H. A line, P perpendicular snap, H there. That'll square that up to the line. Okay, then I can do a line from that. Let's see, wherever I want it. Since that's a perpendicular line, let me just go ahead and extend that out here. And then that'd be perpendicular to it. And we can trim that off a little bit. I can offset that if I want it to be a, let's say we want it to be a 1/4 inch bridge, so we can offset at 0.125. Hold Control the first time and then not the second. And that'll get us a nice 1/4 inch bridge going across there. I'm going to X trim it out. Hold these pieces in. This stuff you may be doing in Corel now. So there, now that won't fall out. We can do the same thing with this. Try to do this in less steps of figuring what I'm doing. So line, P perpendicular snap, and then just snap out here anywhere, and we're going to get a perpendicular line, and then I can move that in place. And I'll X, trim that off. And if it were extremely important to get that in the center, we could do that, but just for safe sake of doing it, let's do that. Let's offset it let's since this is a smaller gear, let's do it 0.0625, so there'll be an 1/8 inch wide when we finish. And then we'll trim all this stuff out. This is the X tool. X also extends, so that'll extend that piece on out to where we needed it. You can get all these nice and centered up when you're doing it, but this will kind of show you what it's going to take to get it done. This advanced design. Join that up, and when you can use a Z tool, some node path and on the path snaps, just to kind of get our piece done here. Offset that. Yeah, I'll put that on. Let's see. Oh, I like that. We'll just break that in. So I'm going to offset that 0.25 like that. Just get it so everything makes contact. And let's see, I'm going to close that up and see if this will do it for me. Join that, and let's see if I can select all that. Control B, and that joins everything up for us and welds it together. Then we can make us ourselves a line, offset it at 0.125. That'll give us a 1/4 inch bridge to tie that on. Same way here. There we go. D for detect intersections. There's a little bit of a line that I left. Probably the same thing over here. I can push this. I can see that I don't have any open paths, and I don't have any short paths, and I don't have any intersections. So this is ready to push in. I can go in here. I can uncheck the overcut to reduce undercut, so I get nice smooth paths. Okay, in for new, and there you go. So that one's done. Now I'm going to import this other one, and okay, that came in okay. This font, I'm familiar with it, believe it or not. And so this is kind of the antiquated looking font that's rough. Let's just see if we have any. So there's only 11 intersections, but I mean, some of this stuff I think is not going to plasma cut. So you're going to have to go in and adjust some things. But that, I don't think that concept's anything new to you. You would just have to go in and clean these pieces up. So a lot of times with this, you just first. That's 41,000 nodes. So if we use the smooth 8.002 and hit enter, that drops it down to 10,000 nodes and takes us down to just a couple intersections. And again, I think those are a lot to do with just kind of the nature of this font. So you may have to, it may be the thing where you realize that's not possible to have that kind of shadow. You're going to have to come in here and draw something manually. and then make it like an offset. That's an 1/8 inch, and so that's not too bad. So if I J join those up, offset 0.125, then I can clear that out. Line on the endpoints. Join that up, then I can go in and clean this old path out because there's no way that's going to be plasma cuttable. So you see I could bridge that in however I wanted to and get it to be where you had a shadow that's you can cut. So hopefully that answers your questions. In the interest of keeping this short, I'll call it good.